Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Puzzle, and today we're diving into the secret sauce behind what makes Valve games so special. Spoiler alert, it's not just the brilliant minds behind the scenes, it's also the unsung heroes, the testers, who turn good games into masterpieces. Let's get straight to the juicy details. Imagine this, a massive number of testers, folks who aren't raking in the big bucks but are crucial to shaping the games we love. At Valve, testers aren't just a part of the process, they are the process. In fact, they're so influential that we've even lost some beloved games because of them. Half-Life, Portal, yep, these series might have gone in entirely different directions if it weren't for the feedback from these behind-the-scenes heroes. But who exactly are these beta testers, and what makes their role at Valve so unique? We'll uncover all of that today. But first, let's talk about why these testers are so pivotal. Imagine having to know every detail of a game, audio, visuals, design, meta, you name it. It's not just about playing a game, it's about breaking it down to its very core. And with Valve's recent controversies like the Half-Life 3 leak and the drama surrounding Deadlock, it's clear that testing is as crucial and sometimes as chaotic as ever. By the way, I've got a deep dive into those scandals in another video, so don't forget to check that out after this one. So what does life look like for a Valve tester? Are they just regular gamers like us, or is there something more? Today we'll pull back the curtain and reveal how these folks live, work, and yes, what they eat in the gaming world. Testing a game might sound simple, but trust me, when it comes to Valve, it's anything but. Their approach is so unique that it's given us some of the most iconic games in history, like Half-Life and Portal. Now here's something you might not know. Valve starts testing from the earliest stages of running through what looks like a garbage dump of textures and content. But to Valve, it's a playground for innovation. Testers are on the job early, playing on empty levels, repeating actions, and catching problems long before they snowball into bigger issues. This early bird approach is why Valve's games are so polished by the time they hit our screens. One of Valve's golden rules? The purity of testing. No matter how raw the mechanics are, the more testing, the better. Take Half-Life 2 for example. Each chapter underwent around 100 tests. That's right, 100. This relentless testing ensured every mechanic and design element was near perfect by the time we got our hands on it. Now let's dive into some wild stories about how testers have shaped and sometimes reshaped our favorite Valve games. Remember Half-Life 2 and the Hydra? This was set to be one of the most epic enemies ever. But despite its awesomeness, it was completely unplayable. Testers found it boring, and just like that, it was cut from the game. Imagine all that work. Months of development, detailed animations, AI programming, gone in an instant. That's the power testers hold at Valve. But Valve doesn't just rely on any testers. They seek out diverse backgrounds. They believe in the value of regular players, not just game developers, to get a real-world sense of how a game will perform. This philosophy led them to bring in players for testing, Deadlock, where they unearthed references to Half-Life 3. Want more on that? I've got another video waiting for you, so don't miss it. Let's talk about another epic cut. The super intelligent citizens of Half-Life. These NPCs were initially designed to be smart, guiding Gordon, covering him, even giving tactical advice. But it didn't take long for testers to realize they were glitching out, stuck in endless loops of advice. It started to look silly, so Valve never wanted to shy away from tough decisions, axed their intelligence.
Greetings.
And how about the boat in Half-Life 2? Well, originally it was supposed to be a jet ski, but the physics were so wonky that Gordon kept flying off into oblivion. It was fun, just not the right kind of fun. And so, goodbye jet ski. One of the most iconic features in Half-Life 2, the gravity gun. Initially it was meant to show up near the end of the game, but the testers had so much fun with it that Valve moved it up to the first half. And that's how we ended up with one of the most memorable gameplay mechanics ever. Thank you, testers. And let's not forget the breakable crates. And yes, that was a tester-inspired feature too. Before I dive deeper into the story behind here's a mind-blowing fact. Half-Life 1 isn't really Half-Life 1. The game we know and love was actually the second attempt. Valve scrapped the original because after testing it just wasn't fun. Talk about dedication to quality. Moving on to Portal 2. Testers struck again, influencing level design in a big way. They started using random objects to solve puzzles, completely breaking the intended gameplay. The result? Valve stripped down the levels to include only the necessary puzzle elements, leading to the tight, polished experience we love today. If you're as fascinated by these behind-the-scenes stories as I am, hit that like button and drop a comment. I'm cooking up a big video on this topic, but I need your feedback to know if you're interested. Your likes and comments help me create the content you want to see. To wrap things up, Valve isn't the only studio that values testers, but they sure do take it to the next level. They're not afraid to scrap entire projects if the testing reveals flaws, and maybe that's why we've been waiting so long for Half-Life 3. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're hungry for more Valve content, there's another video just waiting for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.